Right. Hey guys, I'm here with the Silver Guru, and I'm gonna get straight to it. There's a lot of talk in my comments about is there enough physical silver to have a currency, to actually use it as currency. And I thought I would ask the Guru about it because I've got my opinion, and I know I can't wait to hear his.
Well, thanks for the interview, Chris. It's good to see you again. Yeah, there's enough. And what people misunderstand is how honest money system works. It's been a while since we had one. So you go back to when I was a kid, a young kid, 6-year-old kid. My dad made about $5,000 a year. But those are 5,000 silver dollars. And for everybody on the channel that doesn't know this, a silver ounce is not a dollar. The Treasury doesn't know what a dollar is because a silver eagle, commonly, it's a silver liberty, commonly called silver eagle, is 1 ounce of silver and it says $1 on that. I'm well aware of it. I have more than one monster box, trust me on that statement. But a dollar is defined in the Monetary Act of 1792 is 371.25 grains of 999 fine silver. And if you do that, came from the Spanish dollar called Saylor, T-H-A-L-E-R. It is roughly 3/4 of an ounce of silver. And I bring that up to explain what $5,000 would mean. It would mean it'd be 3/4 of that. So roughly it'd be 4,000 ounces a year. And with that income, my dad bought a house in the Bay Area, had 2 cars, my mom didn't work, 2 kids, well provided for.
What was his occupation?
He was an engineer. He was an engineer. Yeah, so maybe, right,
Sure.
blue to white, right, in that. Started as an electrician, went back to school, became an engineer, so. But the point is that everybody pretty much had a higher lifestyle back in an honest money system. So if you go back into ancient history and you look at the Roman Empire, a soldier worked for a day and got basically a denarius, which is roughly a dime. So it'd be like 1/10 of an ounce of silver per day. So it's not a function of how much silver there is, it's a function of what the value per unit is. So if the value per unit, think about silver and gold, for example. Everyone, silver's too bulky, right? Sure. Silver's so bulky. Well, if I look at my cell phone, that's last time I bought one, that's about $1,000. So those dimensions, whatever they are, what are they, like 5 inches by 3 by half, that's roughly a kilo of silver. And a kilo of silver is 32 ounces times 25, so what is it? Roughly, round numbers, it's almost $1,000. So is a cell phone too bulky? No, I don't think so. Is a kilo of silver too bulky? Relative to a cell phone, that's a high dollar cost per volume. It's a small thing that has a high value. Well, silver has roughly the same value as that does. But if we go to gold, if that was gold, then we'd be looking at 80 times the price. So now let's do a thought experiment. Okay. What if silver and gold were par? What if gold was 2,000 an ounce and silver was at 2,000 an ounce? Would it be too bulky then? No, it wouldn't be too bulky because the unit value, the ounce is an ounce. Gold's a little denser, so it's a little smaller, but still taking that aside.
So it depends on the value.
So it's the value. So it's like Ted Butler used to say, you get too much for your money. Think about that for a while.
So it's
how
would you
denominate it? I think the way it's going is it'll be digitized like everything else is going. And I think the big move in the cryptos will be asset-backed cryptos. Gold-backed cryptos, silver-backed cryptos, cobalt-backed cryptos. That's going to be the next leg up, I do believe. And that's how you do it, because with a wallet, I could transact, it's in the depository, and it's a credit debit system, but you have to have the availability to pull the silver and gold out on your demand. And if you don't have that, you don't have a true honest system. And unfortunately, some of these gold and silver backed cryptocurrencies, per their contract, you settle in fiat. With the one I am, and I'm biased, I am an ambassador for the Load project. You can look it up at ag.load, LOD.1ONE. But in our system,
I'll put it in the description.
in our system, you can get your gold or silver out. So that's really key, because without it, then what's really going on? You've got a derivative.
Sure, and this is backed up on the blockchain.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you understand the blockchain, it really sounds good.
Yeah.
If it's backed by gold, backed by silver and gold, whatever, and you can see all your transactions on the blockchain, that would really be honest, sound money.
Yeah, and you hit the absolute key point. Everything that we said so far is probably pertinent, but what you just said is the key. Because if you go back to all of the honest money systems that we've had in the past, they've failed. And people, well, gold doesn't work. Well, gold's an element on the periodic chart that people have voted as money, and it's revered as money for thousands of years. So when a gold standard fails, is it gold's fault? No. What's the problem? It's a human element.
It's the same things wrong with Bitcoin. Perfect money manipulated by imperfect people.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's the key. So what happened in the past was the bankers or the goldsmiths saw how much gold they had and how many receipts were out, and they realized that they could make a lot of receipts because no one ever got the gold. So they cheated, they conned, they scammed the system, and they wrote out receipts and made themselves rich by spending the receipts into circulation. And until the population caught on and said, here's my receipt, give me the gold, and there was a bank run, and the people found out there wasn't enough gold to match the
20
receipts
people on the same
20
ounce
people
of
on the
gold.
same ounce of gold.
It could be way more than that, right? Do you
It
have
could
any?
be. Well, the cover ratio right now on the COMEX for silver, last time I looked, was 3.5 to 1. So that's not real high. But that's just the COMEX. You don't know what's in the over derivatives market. You don't know what's in the options market. You don't know what the bank swaps are. You don't know what the leases are. You don't know if it's been hypothecated to JP Morgan, to HSBC, and they've used that as against a loan for, I mean, it's, go back to The Big Short. I know you like that movie as much as me. And they're at the, I think it was at the 21 table, I believe, and the guy's explaining the CDO squared. You know, I mean, it just gets beyond. I'm betting that he'll flip the card to the left side, and if it's red and a fly lands on it, then you get to, you know, I mean, it gets to be that frickin' bizarre. We're living in bizarro land.
I was talking to one of the CEOs of one of these miners, and guys, there are so many miners here, it's ridiculous. And he had a real big hedge fund buddy, and he said, I tried to get a monster box delivered, I could not do it. I tried to cash in my paper for physical, and it wouldn't do it. It can't be done. So, I don't know, I think you covered that pretty good.
Yeah, just to pound the point home is that with the blockchain, there is no warehouse receipts. It's immutable. It's a perfect ledger. So if you take a man out of the equation, the math covers, there's a one-to-one correspondence between gold and silver in and out. So there's no cheating. So that would be the standard. You have a gold or silver or both backed system that no one can monkey with. And the failure of all the gold standards in the past isn't gold, it isn't silver, it's cheating. You can't cheat the blockchain, at least that's
well, you can, but you can go back and figure out where it was done and who did it.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the,
Okay.
from what I understand.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Excellent. Well, thanks guys for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on, bro.